Is it bothering you now? The light?
Dr. Oz hired a photographer to come to Caitlin's home and essentially shoot video to tell Caitlin's story, much as we had done over the previous month.
So we'll do journal.
They took video of her journaling, running, to help tell her story when she appeared on his show. It is the next chapter in getting her story out.
That's why we're doing all of this, is to help people learn more about it.
Their trip to New York to be on Dr. Oz's show was like no other Caitlin had ever taken.
If you need any assistance, please let us know.
This was not only her first time on an airplane, but since her accident and memory issues,
we've only traveled to 2 places, and it was places we had been every year as a family, so it was not new.
The hustle and bustle of the big city was very new for Caitlin.
Yeah, the second day we were in New York, Caitlin had finished her morning routine and was standing in the window looking out across New York. And I let her be for a moment or two and got within 5 feet of her and said, "Caitlin, do you have any questions?" She just turned around and held up one finger. Said, "I need a moment. Take it all in." Because remember, to her, she went to bed in her room at her home and then woke up the next day in a strange place with a whole city skyline out in front of her. That's the best part, Daniel.
Dr. Oz paid for the whole family to make the trip.
Cantaloupe?
Cantaloupe? Okay.
But Caitlin was very much the star of the show.
We expected for her to come out for a cameo appearance of 30 seconds. She was in terrible pain, and the lights were very bright, and then would be whisked back off the stage.
And a live audience.
Right. She rose to the occasion and did several minutes of conversation.
We'd love to show you a short clip of that, but Dr. Oz's team wouldn't let us use any clips from the show. We can tell you, though, that he brought on an expert that gave them some advice on where to go next.
His head neurologist said they were still looking, that they wanted to find an expert in memory, that they didn't want to just go, they didn't think a neurologist was the right path anymore.
This might have been a lot for a healthy 16-year-old to take in.
I think New York went well.
In Caitlin's condition, it was almost overwhelming.
She was reading her notes and she's like, "I really did this." I was like, "Yes," and I gave her the hat and she's like, "Take my picture so everybody can see." And she was journaling and she just looked up and with the sweetest face she says, "It's the first time I've ever not wanted to go to bed. How I don't want to forget this. How can I stay awake?"
It's got to be heartbreaking, though.
It was very heartbreaking. She doesn't normally show that side. Normally she takes everything in stride, but she was more emotional. She really did not want to lose that memory. And that's the first time we've seen that.
The people from the Dr. Oz show took care of them before the show and after.
Remember? Well, you don't remember. Jennifer Gervasi was a nice lady we talked to on the phone first, and she went to the grocery store on her own time and got you Frank's hot sauce because she heard it was your favorite.
A moment in the limelight they hope will pay dividends. If you had to do over it again, though, would you have done it?
Yes.
Trip to New York?
Yes.
All those folks were fantastic.
Oz, his crew, they were, we felt welcomed. We felt like this was a safe place. And they knew all of our children by first name. They took very good care of our family. And they didn't have to do that.
And they were genuinely interested in finding a solution for her.
They were genuinely interested.